Great. So we should be good to go. So good evening, everybody, and welcome back for another wellness workshop. I'm Kiyomi and I'm with Center of Life. And then we also have the amazing Devon with us. Hey, Devon.
Hello, everyone.
And we are super excited to be able to bring to you Goodwill of Southwestern PA is here with us, and they're going to be talking about some of the many services that they have. Devon and I had a chance to meet with them individually in a different meeting, and they have over 50 different programs that can help benefit our community members. So we're super excited to be able to bring them on this evening and be able to talk about those. So we have Jennifer and Naomi with us, and we are live streaming and we are recording this. So if you happen to miss out on some of the session and you want to watch it again, we'll make sure to upload it to our YouTube channel so that you can watch it again later. But I'm going to go ahead and pin Naomi and Jennifer. And then Jennifer, whenever you're ready, if you'd like to share your screen, you're more than welcome to.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here today to listen to Naomi and I speak about our services. So we, like Naomi said, we have over 50 programs. We're not going to go into every single one because we would be here all night. So we're going to give you an intro to our core services programs. Oops, sorry, I'm having an issue here. 1 second. I can't get it to move.
See if it'll, if you hit the right arrow, see if it'll move it. I know sometimes it'll get stuck. Do you want me to share mine?
Yeah, please. Sorry about that, everybody. Maybe we're working out the kinks right off the bat.
There we go. No worries at all.
Okay, I'm going to stop the screen share and see if I can bring mine up. Just a second.
I had a feeling something like this would happen if I had to do with technology.
Oh, that's okay. All right, so there we go.
Let's try this again.
All right. There we go. All right, we're good. All right,
Yep.
so
Yeah, we kind of got rid of, or we got the introductions out of the way, but again, I'm Jen Morgan. I provide outreach and recruitment for our service territory in Goodwill. Talk about our programs and services.
And hello, everyone. I am Naomi Bell. I'm the intake coordinator for our Goodwill Welcome Center. We'll talk a little bit more about what the Welcome Center does, you know, different services that we offer. So what we're going to look at today right now, our mission in Goodwill is basically to help people with their needs to improve their quality of life through work, related services. That includes human services, anything in our network for our not-for-profit businesses. And we definitely want to try and extend any assistance that we can to aid, you know, individuals as far as improving that quality of life. What we do as far as service area, we serve 17 different counties, and that includes Southwestern Pennsylvania and North Central West Virginia. Our Workforce Development Center is located right in Lawrenceville. So we're local, real close to downtown. And we have different programs and services that are housed within our Workforce Development Center. And in a moment, Jen's going to talk a little bit more about our different departments and program services that run through them. So Jen is going to tell you a little bit about how every dollar, you know, our donations, how every little bit of that goes for our funding.
Yeah, thanks, Naomi. I do love to tell everyone when I'm out in the world at, you know, tabling events or wherever I'm at about why we have the retail stores, because I'm sure we all love thrifting. It's one of my favorite things. I always joke and say that I worked at or shopped at Goodwill so much they had to hire me. And oh, yes. And I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat. But over 90 cents of every dollar donated goes into our programs and services. We are able to have all of these programs because of retail. So buying and dropping off is so important, and not many people realize that they are doing something for their community, because everything starts out in the retail store that they drop their wares off and clothes off it. So you're actually helping the community you live in by donating and buying. So I do like to tell everyone that, so they can get a little pat on their back.
And to, oops, I don't know why, oh, there we go. To address the question, once Jen starts to go through our service wheel, which is what you're looking at right now, we definitely can address that question in the chat. And somebody had asked, whoops, so sorry.
It was me. I am deaf, and I asked if there were services for the deaf and hard of hearing because that's my particular disability.
Right. So some of the services that we offer, which Jen will talk about in a moment, we have an accessibility and accommodations department. So if somebody is looking to take part in our services, but you know, is hard of hearing, has any kind of physical disability or something like that, we may be able to assist as far as providing adaptive equipment or, you know, whatever the individual might need so that they can be a part of our services.
Yes, that is correct. We do have our assistive technology services, and they, you know, Goodwill was created to remove barriers to employment, and that would be a barrier. We work closely with OVR to provide these services. So assistive technology could, they'll address everything for something as small as needing pencil grips to screen magnification, excuse me, to also working with getting somebody to assist you with whatever program you're in if you're hard of hearing or deaf.
Thank you. Like a couple of years ago, they referred me to the EARN program. Basically, it's a welfare program for parents, but I had trouble participating because of being deaf and because of the pandemic. They couldn't find an interpreter, so I was just kidding. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and we still have our EARN program, and if you are still looking to be involved in either EARN or another one of our programs, we can definitely meet up with the assistive technology department and delve into this further. I'd love to talk to you and then get you attached to another service, if
Thank
that's
you.
okay.
They had a letter in the mail from welfare that they want me to go back to that, but that was one barrier that I was looking at, like how to work with them and get a sign language interpreter. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Absolutely. All right. Jen, did you want to talk a little bit about the service wheel?
Yeah. So we have this service wheel here. And this is, you know, when we say we have these 50 programs, that's a lot to take in. So basically it falls under these 8 main services, and we'll talk a little bit about each one, as well as the middle where the core services and employer engagement lie. So we're going to start with education services. We provide high school equivalency prep, so GED and high-set credentialing, English as a second language classes for all levels of English speakers. New students can take a test to determine what class is best for them, and then they work on listening, speaking, reading, writing, and pronunciation. We also have a computer-based certified testing center. So that's testing for pretty much everything. You could come to our Lawrenceville site and get certified in TSA, PA Notary, Comptia, Salesforce, many more. Pretty much anything that you need certified in, we can do that in our Lawrenceville Workforce Development Center. We also offer volunteer classroom assistant opportunities. You know, we do have our English as a second language, as well as our GED, but we need a little assistance in those classes, to a little support for the teachers. So we do ask for volunteers in that area, just to give some support in the classrooms. So we get a lot of people who are retired teachers who are in school. You know, we just really ask a few hours a week if you're interested. We're always on the lookout, and it's very easy. And we also suggest coming to one of the classes, one of the GED or ESL classes, and sitting in before you even decide you want to go through with it, feel it out. And if you like it, to participate and be a volunteer with us. We also have computer skills that fall under that, but we are going to go over that later. So that's our education in a nutshell. We do have a supportive housing services, and we assist individuals and families to find housing in nearby communities that work for them, that are a good fit for them, as well as find landlords that would be a good fit in their community, and they're willing to work with our program. That being said, all individuals who need our housing services have to go through Allegheny Link. So I can always set somebody up with the phone number or getting them on the list for the link. We have the housing, but it does go through them, so they determine who we get. Our youth services, we have quite a bunch of programs that fall under youth. We provide career development for youth, including work readiness training, career exploration certification, and summer employment opportunities. We assist youth 18 to 24 with getting enrolled in higher education. That includes getting GED if they need it, maybe assistance with changing jobs, and getting a second chance after involvement in the justice system. Right now, we're doing our summer Learn and Earn program for youngsters and adults for 14 to 21 who want paid work experience. It's a 6-week program, and students can come and work at our Workforce Development Center and in our retail stores, and they get paid for 6 weeks. And it just is just a nice first paycheck, and give them some first work experience. And a lot of people stay on and get hired after that, so that's great. Also, our workforce development and placement, we kind of touched upon that a little bit by talking about our EARN program. So we provide job search supports to individuals receiving public benefits and Social Security. Through our EARN program, we help participants gain employment in the community as well as within Goodwill. So if they're going through our EARN program, they would have a priority in finding a position within Goodwill as well as outside. The EARN program also helps with childcare, transportation, and job training, counseling services, paid work experiences, so much more. It's just an amazing program. We also have our transition services. This is where we prepare high school students with disabilities for the workforce. We provide group job shadowing experiences, career exploration, and work readiness training for 16 to 21-year-olds. We give them a variety of opportunities to learn about careers, career services through our Jumpstart curriculum. They work actually with us in Goodwill. They will do 90-day rotations in all aspects of Goodwill. So we will have students with us in core services, but then they'll have a turn in security and housekeeping and accounting, all areas. So it's just a wonderful experience for the students. Our reintegration services, we address barriers of individuals who or have been involved in the legal system. All of our programs work with this population. So we work with reentrants, with case managers and career specialists to offer employment, training, housing referrals, and work-related incentives. We'll also be discussing this a little bit further once we get to career services, because we also cater to some career services needs to individuals who have been involved in the justice system. That leads us to community support services, which are basic needs: food, shelter, clothing, things that we need right now. We offer hygiene kits. We also have the Pleasant Valley Men's Shelter and Northside Community Food Pantry, and we offer vouchers. We will be talking about that also further in the next few slides. And last but not least, our disability services, which we talked about our our assistive and technology services. We provide opportunities for individuals with disabilities to gain work skills, volunteer, and obtain employment in the community by offering assessment and vocational evaluations, job training, assistive technology. We also have mental health services. And in the middle of all of that is our core services, which is where Naomi and I come in. This is a part of our team. We are the Welcome Center, Service Coordination, Career Services, Digital Skills, and even though it's not listed, Outreach and Recruitment falls under that. We're in the middle because we work with every single one of these services. So we're here for support for every single program. Employer engagement's also in here. We have a whole team dedicated to partnering with employers in all of our counties to see if they will offer jobs to individuals who may have a barrier. The barrier could be anything, but we have so many partners, and it just really helps whenever somebody comes in looking for a job. We already have an in with so many employers in the community. So obviously the employer engagement team works with every single program as well, because the goal of most of these programs is to get in a job. Okay, that was very long-winded. I apologize.
No, that was great. Thank you so much. So technology is getting the best of me. There we go. So Jen kind of mentioned Welcome Center as part of core services. That's where I come in. So I am with the Welcome Center, and what we do, we're kind of a central point of intake, a triage of services. So if an individual is having a question or a need, anything, they can contact us through email, phone call. We do meet with people face to face. And that way, what we do is we can do an intake, have a discussion, see what the need is, and how we can either assist within Goodwill or outside of Goodwill. We don't like to tell people no, or, hey, I can't help you. So sorry, have a great day. We definitely want to try and assist however we can and provide whatever resources that we're able to. We do that in two ways. The first is an internal referral. So the programs and services that Jen just went through with you, we can do an assessment to see if anything is suitable for the individual. For instance, Jen mentioned our education department. So if somebody calls or contacts us in any way and says, hey, I'm looking for my GED, or, I want to continue my education, then we definitely are going to discuss with them what our education department has to offer, how they can get started with our GED program, and do the proper referral for them. And it's really nice whenever people are willing to discuss what's going on, because that way we're not missing anything. There might be a need that they have or a resource for them that they didn't even know that they needed. So when we're working on our internal referrals, that's kind of what we're focused on, is what Goodwill programs can we connect them with. Another way that we help assist the members of the community is external referrals. So if for any reason there is not a Goodwill program that can assist, again, we still want to try and look and see what can we refer individuals to in our community that can provide resources for their needs. We also, in addition to looking for resources in the community, we do work with a couple different agencies that will provide referrals to us. Family Division Court System, Housing Stabilization Program, and other organizations that we have partnerships with. We might receive referrals and they'll say, hey, so-and-so has this need, can you please reach out to them? And we absolutely can. So we always try to have something to discuss, some kind of resource to provide, so that way no one goes away empty-handed. Another way that we assist our program participants is through our Client Work Supports Fund. So any participants that are working with our programs, if they have work-related needs, they might need interview clothing. Maybe they just got a job, so they need work attire. We can help support them by providing a one-time $25 voucher per participant per lifetime. And it's good in our Goodwill retail stores. So that way they can take that card and go try and find, the clothing or apparel or whatever it is that they might need. They also get a 25% off discount card, which is great because that really can make it stretch as well, especially if we're having sales, different deal days, that can really help. But it's good that we're able to assist our participants so that they can be successful. Some people have been working towards employment for a while, and sometimes, just not having the right outfit can keep you from getting employment. So definitely happy that we're able to assist in this way. Like Jen mentioned earlier, trying to get rid of barriers. So that definitely could be one. So we're happy to have this program. Another voucher program that we offer is our Voucher Assistance Program. This program is a little different. So we get referrals from nonprofit agencies for individuals that are working with them, and they can request a gift card voucher for our retail stores. It's $25 per person, and we're able to, it's one per person per lifetime, just as Client Work Supports Fund. But the big difference is that the referrals have to come from the nonprofit agency. So if anyone is working with a nonprofit agency or receiving services from them, you have them contact us. All of our contact information will be at the end. So that way, you can write it down, or if it's being recorded, you can hit reverse. And that way you'll have the opportunity to take our information. But have them contact the Welcome Center, and we can further discuss with that agency exactly what the program is and how the individual working with them can benefit. Okay, Jen is going to tell you a little bit more about our Career Service Center.
Thanks, Naomi. Yeah, Career Service Center provides job search and work readiness support for program participants and members of the community. So our services are virtually and in person, which is really nice. It gives the individuals, the option to do what's best for them. So we offer many services. It's not just, writing a resume, which is still very, very important. But we do offer our group and one-on-one. So we focus on essential job seeker skills, also online job search, writing a resume, interviewing one-on-one, you name it, we do it. We do like how to, start LinkedIn, and you name it, you can find it. And we do individualized services as well. But what's great about the Career Service Center is they kind of see what the needs of the community are. So we saw a big influx in individuals who were looking for jobs who were older whenever COVID hit, unfortunately. So we created a webinar on that. We also created webinars on disclosing a disability. That was brought to our attention through some individuals in our disability services programs. Do I disclose my disability? If I do, am I protected? So it's giving, yes, it's teaching the skills to get a job. It's teaching all of that, but it's also going into your job knowing that you're protected and having those, those tools for you. and job seeking with a criminal background is probably one of our most popular webinars. So we have that one, and we also teach like how to create a resume with a gap in it. We understand that that can be questionable to an employer. And another thing is also everybody works together here. So, you know, we also work very closely with employer engagement with career services too, because we work with the employers who, you know, may not have an issue with a criminal background or something like that. So we kind of all work together to do the best we can to give that person, get them a job. So basically whatever barrier it is, we want to get rid of it for them. And we have been doing different webinars of the month. I think this webinar coming up on May 24th, which I think is a really great one, is it's on seasonal jobs. So that's wonderful. I think last month was healthcare workers. So we have employers who also come in and will talk to our career, you know, services class and talk about jobs that, you know, they're in need of. So this is what, you know, I want to be a CNA, you know, we want, so we talk to the employers in the healthcare field, and they tell them exactly what they're looking for in an employee, so that we can get them prepared to get that job. So it's really wonderful. And it's very individualized. Like I said before, you know, we have a lot of people who come in and just don't know where to start. I don't even know what I want to do. I need a job. I don't even know where to begin. So we have job search strategies. We can start them from square one and just kind of take them the entire way where they need to go until they get that job. Thanks, Naomi. Okay. Also, we have our digital skills programs. Digital skills and career services also go together hand in hand most of the time. I mean, you need some digital skills to create a resume and all of that. So it all goes hand in hand. So we provide computer and tech trainings for program participants and members of the community. These services are also virtually or in person. And it's for all levels of digital skills. I mean, the word digital skills can be a little daunting, so people get a little scared of it. I had a woman just yesterday tell me, I don't even know how to turn on my computer. I'm like, that's okay. We're fine with that. We can help you with that. So it's, like I said, all levels. I don't know how to turn my computer on too. We have also programs for if you would like to go into the IT field. So it's for anyone who wants to grow their digital skills. And we do weekly webinars on Microsoft Office programs and popular Google apps. We also do different levels. We'll do intermediate, beginner, and advanced. So you can go in on our website and look and sign up for whichever webinars or classes you would like to take, and you can start at your level. You might go in it as advanced, or you could go in it as beginner, that's fine. We also do the one-on-one instruction. So that's, you know, like I'm personally doing one-on-one instruction right now with Excel because I need a little assistance with that for work. So it's just great to know that we have it. It's all free, and you know, they can come one time or they can come numerous times. We also, on our website for career services and digital skills, if you go on there, you can see that we have webinars archived. So if for some reason you can't get to one of the webinars that we are showing, you can't be there for that one, we archive them. So you can go in there and say, okay, I need to learn how to do public speaking. But I couldn't fit this one in. I can go to the archive list. So that's really good to know because those are always out there to look or to find, excuse me. Naomi?
All right, thank you. And last, for digital skills, we have a program called Comptia, and it's 8 weeks. It's an IT training program so that you can gain certificates towards employment that, you know, can be used for employment in the IT field. It's set up a little different than a regular classroom. So it's split, it's a hybrid. There's one class that is physically here in our Workforce Development Center, and 2 classes a week are done on Zoom. So that way, it kind of gives a little bit of easier access as far as taking part in the class. But you still have that one day a week to meet in person. As I said, it's in our Workforce Development Center. We do have scholarships for every individual that's enrolled in the program. So it's nice to not have to worry about that. It's definitely a good program. We are looking for people for our July cohort. So if you're interested, just visit our website to fill out an application, and you'll be contacted for that. Okay. So do we have any questions? Anybody would like to speak or put anything in the chat?
I had a question. Do you do referrals to things like childcare? So you talked about barriers to employment, but one thing I didn't hear mentioned that occurred during COVID is a lot of childcare centers filled up and there's long waiting lists. Do you, and the YWCA where we used to ask about that closed downtown, do you have any resources for things like that for women to go back to work? Thanks, Marissa.
So what we would do in that situation is definitely see what resources we can find. Goodwill programs, like we don't have an actual child care program within Goodwill, but we would work with the individual to find something in the community, because I know that that's a tough one, especially, looking for employment. That's kind of something that you run into. So again, we're not going to say, hey, we can't help you. We're going to really work with that person to see what resources are out there, so that they can find appropriate childcare, to move forward with their employment search.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. All right, anyone else? Anything in the chat?
Nope, nothing else in the chat and nothing else on Facebook. Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. So here, I'll leave this up for a second. This is all of our contact information for the Welcome Center, Career Services, Digital Skills, and Outreach and Recruitment. So again, if you have any questions, looking for services, if you're not sure, you need something, you don't even know what it is, definitely reach out. And that way we can, talk to you, kind of get a better idea of what your need might be and see how we can assist you in meeting that need. So I'll just leave this up for a second and then I'll stop that share. Okay. All right. All right. Well, thank you all so much.
Thank you.
And thank
very
you,
much.
Joy, for your questions too. It's definitely appreciated.
Yeah, Joy, if you'd like to work together, we'd love to host you to come down to the Workforce Development Center. Maybe we could sit down and talk about resources. Yeah.
Can you send me a copy of the slide that has your email? Because I was serious. I do have a letter from Alfred. It's just they want me to go to but I'm trying to figure out how to get an ASL interpreter to work there. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. As far as getting your information to send that along to you, would you like to, obviously we're not going to put it in the chat right now, but does Kiyomi or Devon have your information that they can provide?
They do. I think she has my email. So yes, that's correct.
Oh, perfect. Okay, then we'll get your information from them and send that along. So that way you'll have our info, and we can send the entire PowerPoint to you for reference as well.
That would be wonderful. Welfare recently reinstated going back to work requirements, which I agree with, but I'm trying to figure out how to work out my disability situation, and you know what I mean. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's like Jen said, we would be more than happy, if you want to come down, meet with us, look around the facility, and then we'll get that PowerPoint and our info out to you as well.
Yeah, I would really love that. Part of what happened to me is during the 2 years where I sat home with my kids, but now that they're starting to go back and yeah, I would love to have your information and get help with that, please.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Thank you so much. All right. So Jen, did you have anything else?
I don't think so. I know that I feel like I ramble a lot, and there is a lot that goes on in Goodwill. So if anyone has any questions, I just really stress please reaching out because we would love to go into more specifics about the programs that anyone's interested in.
All right.
And
Sounds good.
thank you. Thank you for hosting us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time to talk to us about what you do. It's appreciated.
Well, and thank you for coming. We definitely
Thanks, Joy.
appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Well, that is all we have, ladies.
Great. Thank you so much, Jennifer and Naomi, for all of that really awesome information. As you definitely were not rambling, you were giving us some wonderful, vital information. And as you're going on, I was like, oh, I didn't realize they did that. And oh, I didn't realize they did this.
So much. Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
much. And then I'm like, I feel like I know I throw a lot of information out. It's a lot to retain. So that's why I always invite people over. Come on over, and then you can see it all in action.
Right. Yeah, no, and that's, it's great that we have this recorded so people can watch it, again later, and we'll make sure to share the slides and we can definitely get you connected with Joy. Devon, did you have any other questions or any other remarks?
Oh no, I just wanted to say thank you, and same like Yumi, I was like, wow, I didn't know so much, Goodwill did so much and had so many services, and they were very accessible to meet so many needs. So I just thank you all for coming on, and look forward to seeing who reaches out to take a part of all these services there is. I may be reaching out about some things myself. So, but thank you both for coming on.
No, thank
Absolutely.
you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you again. And then for anyone that's at home that's watching, just another plug. So next week we'll be back with another wellness workshop, and we'll be meeting with Sydney Etheridge from Planned Parenthood, who is the new CEO. And so we're really excited just to be able to have a really nice, transparent, open dialogue with Sydney, just about all of the services that Planned Parenthood has to offer. They also have a drop-in center here in Hazelwood. So just learning a little bit more about that and learning about the history of their program. So for anyone that's at home watching, we really encourage you to register for that and come join us on Zoom and just be part of that discussion and learn a little bit more. But again, thank you, Jennifer and Naomi, so much for joining us this evening. We'll make sure to send out the recording, but everyone else have a great night.
All right. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye.
Bye-bye.